The tour is kind of like my record. It kind of tells the story of my past year. So it's I went through a bunch of different stages of what I was kind of going through, and so that's kind of what the tour is. I mean, it's really all the sections are very different. It's a lot like a play, we set up where we kind of have these intermissions, and I wanted to have music that in between that people had not heard before, and content that people hadn't seen, and photos of me that people hadn't seen. Because my fans, they're so on top of everything. I want this to be an experience, and I want them to feel like, they came to something more than it's just like a concert. I want my fans to really feel involved with what I'm doing. I love performing. I mean, it's different every night because when I'm in the South, I haven't got to perform any of these, kind of more country influenced records yet. But I'm excited about that, like going home to Nashville and getting to play 4x4, because I think people are really going to appreciate that I kind of have like stayed really true to my roots and like how I grew up around music. So I'm stoked about that, and it's fun. Every different city, people have a different, favorite song every night. So I'm excited to see in all the different cities like what people kind of respond to and what everyone's been digging. I haven't been on a tour in a really long time, so I'm excited to see my fans like that kind of close again. I really hope that, I try to represent freedom for women as much as I can. And I think it's about, girls not being afraid to really be who they are. Not just say that you don't care what people think, but really don't. And express yourself and show this freedom. And I think it's important for, like, my fans, especially like young girls, to know that and to really. I think, a lot of people can say they don't care what people think, but not everyone like lives to that. And I'm one of the people that genuinely, feels that way. So I hope my fans are inspired by that. I have ADD, so every night I don't want it to be doing the same set list. So I changed it a little bit where, I don't have to do the same thing every night if I don't want to. I can add a lot of like, covers, and I'm able to do acoustic set for as long as I want. Because that was something important, about even me doing unplugged. That's what I wanted it to be about. Is I wanted it to be about, I love shock value, and I love costuming, and I love building all this beautiful content, and I love the big stage, and I love all the production. But really, at the end of the day, it's about like music for me. So that's what I really wanted it to represent. I just want people to know that that's at the end of the day, that's who I am. As I grew up around musicians, and I wanted to bring that, kind of people to see that side of me more than it just be about what I'm not or what I am wearing. A lot of it has to do, I mean, even costuming down to my set list, everything. I made it where it's very kind of what I'm feeling every night. Because every night, if you're just not in that space, I mean, it's like, when you write all these different songs, sometimes you're just in a completely different headspace. And so, kind of, I don't know where I'm, gonna be in my life and in 3 months. So I may be a completely different person and want to change up everything, and I wanted to have that freedom. I'm really excited about John Kay, who's one of my favorite artists. He did Ren and Stimpy as my favorite show as a kid. So I'm so excited to work with him. It's like the biggest honor, coolest thing ever, sitting next to him and having him turn me into a cartoon. I mean, I can't believe it. There's a time where he drew me with Ren and Stimpy, and like I couldn't believe it. So it's just I'm really excited for my fans that are too young to actually have watched the show, and then a lot of my fans that are more my age and older, they'll be excited. I think they'll recognize a lot of the kind of content. What's been important, and like I said, was really to make it not just about people just walking away and talking about my tongue or twerking or whatever people like to talk about. I want it to be about music, and so that hasn't always been able to be like the focus, and because most of the time I wasn't the one that was 100% like in control, and so this is the first time that I've really been able to be in control 100% and make it about music and make it about my band and singing live and not having to worry about dancing and all that. It's not why people, I'm not that great of a dancer. That's not why people come see my show. I want people to come hear me sing. And that's why I hire beautiful, talented, amazing people that know how to dance around me so I can really focus on being a musician. I like being, live. That's my favorite thing, is being able to be uncensored. It's not anything. It's like not like an award show or something where you have to, it's you have that 1 minute. It's being on stage and having a relationship with your fans. And then I'm excited too because it just doesn't feel. I'm not the kind of person that's scripted. It's like every night gets to be a fresh show, and so I'm excited about just feeling what the audience is every night and not having to do the same thing over and over again, but just being able to have that freedom in front of my fans. We got things exploding. We've got everything everywhere because a lot of my fans are young, and so they're all having to make their own money to go see the show, and so I want them to really feel like they got what's worth out of it. Because a lot of my fans, they're gonna. I don't want it to only be about selling, 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 and my fans having to go buy 1,000 things at the merch table. As I wanted them to like everything to fall out of the sky or me to throw things out. I wanted my fans to have things that they can keep that are really fun and like unique stuff that you can't buy on a website or whatever. It's just something that you would have to come to the show to have. So I think it's fun. I've worked with and collaborated with so many cool designers. I mean, having, Marc Jacobs and the Blondes and Cavalli and Jeremy Scott and Kenzo. We've had amazing, designers working with us and also customizing some of my own stuff. So it's been really fun. We've had a lot of bedazzling sessions. I'm someone that, I mean, after I'm done on the show, I have like the biggest adrenaline rush ever. And so I end up just like hanging out way too late with all my friends and usually eating a bunch of pizza on the bus. So I'm actually the worst person to ask. I'm not someone that has like, the amazing like superstar diet when they're on the tour. I'm actually like really bad and should take better care of myself when I'm on the road, but I don't. I play a lot of Guitar Hero and video games when I'm on the road because there's like 30-hour drives where I have nothing to do. And so I definitely, I get really good. I try to beat out every game possible. Not really keepsakes. I'm bringing my pit bull, which I haven't ever traveled with big dog before, but I feel like it's gonna be fun. We're gonna get to go to the snow in some places, which my dogs have never even seen snow, so I'm gonna think that's gonna be really cute to play with my pit bull in the snow. I'm like such a dork. I can't wait. It's gonna be like the biggest photo shoot session ever. I have a little mini husky too, and I'm gonna bring him out for a little while just because I want him to be able to play in the snow for one time.